Yeah, living in Sin City. Yeah, living in Sin City. Learn to hustle and stay litty. This my home, I stay winning. Living in Sin City. Living in Sin City. Learn to hustle and stay litty. This my home, I stay winning. Living in Sin City. Living in Sin City.
Your vacation, what I'm living.
Yeah, I'm living in Sin City.
No, really, I ain't kidding.
Yeah, living in Sin City.
Your vacation, what I'm living.
Yeah, I'm living in Sin City. Yeah, living in Sin City. Learn to hustle and stay litty. This my home, I stay winning. Come to Vegas with me, 24/7 bars. Dealing all these cards. Pretty women walking down the Las Vegas Boulevard. Going club to club to club. Shorty really want a thug that'll treat her right. And burn her knees up on that rug. Come and live the dream. Come and join the team. 8 more than 92, 100. We the dream team. Wanna get away? We can fly, take a plane. And don't bring any luggage. We go shopping when the plane land. Tripping all the time. Everything we rock is name brand. Living in Sin City, stay winning. That's the game plan. Living in Sin City, learn to hustle and stay litty. This my home, I stay winning. Living in Sin City, living in Sin City, learn to hustle and stay litty. This my home, I stay winning. Living in Sin City, living in Sin City.
Your vacation, what I'm living.
Yeah, I'm living in Sin City.
No, really, I ain't kidding.
Yeah, living in Sin City.
Your vacation, what I'm living.
Yeah, I'm living in Sin City. Yeah, living in Sin City. Let's get it, come get it with me. We on. Let's make a milli. Just don't get greedy, cause you'll get exposed. That's just how it goes. Missy misdemeanors off that E, don't lose control. Cause we love to turn it up. Got free drinks up at the club. The promoter hooked it up. Up in Vegas, I'm the plug. Cause what happens here only happens here. I get paid to paint the room. Pretty women in the atmosphere. Yeah, I came to play. You can catch me outside, but you gotta pay to play. While I play from 9 to 5. Not a late nights. Early morning race to sunrise. Keep on living in the moment, you'll be right on time. Living in Sin City, learn to hustle and stay litty. This my home, I stay winning. Living in Sin City, living in Sin City, learn to hustle and stay litty. This my home, I stay winning. Living in Sin City, living in Sin City.
Your vacation, what I'm living.
Yeah, I'm living in Sin City.
No, really, I ain't kidding.
Yeah, living in Sin City.
Your vacation, what I'm living.
Yeah, I'm living in Sin City. Living in Sin City. Living in Sin City.
Got it bumping.
I got the visions of victory, come and sit with me. Been belligerent from drinking all this Hennessy. Still obsessed with the luxury I manifest. Grateful for my blessings that came with consistency. In any occasion, bet I know how to dress. I learned the game, hustle hard, I'm a street exec. My time is priceless, worth more than a new Protect. Protect my family, my business, yeah, I will invest. Do more, say less, you ain't gotta flex. When you're confident that your squad here is up next. Believe in me, believe in everything that came to be. Cashavelli is my family, we gon' eat. Hopefully I oversee my team overseas. Talking biz, drinking wine while we eating cheese. From the P, I moving P's, I'm a young P. Overseas making plays, tell me what you need.
Got it bumping.
In this rap game, yeah, I'm the MVP. Most valuable poet on the MIC. Sometimes you gotta vibe and let the track breathe. I got the drive while God in the backseat. Staying low, time to go, gotta let them know. I'm in control, but sometimes you gotta let it go. Yo, my work ethic is impeccable. The weed I got is medical. High up on a pedestal. Yo, I got the vision, make the hard decisions. Hit the stool, yeah, I handle business. I'm punching in till you know I'm finished. Hustle hard, yeah, you gon' feel it. Understand the planets align, I'm never stranded. Everything is happening just the way I planned it. It takes time for greatness to unwind. I got a vision, paint pictures when I spit a rhyme. in a pot of gold. Hot or cold, rain, sleet or snow. You know I'ma hustle till my product gone. I'm addicted to running the game, I be the latest. Still conflicted by the same thing that made me different. I'm painting pictures with my vision if you pay attention. You gon' learn all the things I learned to stack the riches. This life is vicious, wrapped around temptation. I'm elevated, piped up, they evaporated. All the bullshit that they kick it ain't tolerated. Yeah, enjoy life, everything in moderation. Yeah, you know that I made it cause I did it different. Yeah, getting up every day just to handle business. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, you know that I made it cause I did it different. Putting work on the field, but I had the vision. Come on. Yeah, I did it, cause I had a bigger mission. Intuition never twisted when I had suspicion. Repetition is my teacher, I'ma keep on spitting. And meditation, how I balance when I make decisions. Marijuana, how I wanna medicate. Daily stresses of the life, wanna get away. What I'm kicking specific, broke language can't relate. Cause the riches are coming if you don't hesitate. Spitting lyrics eventually, we be getting paid. Magician flow, watch me make these bitches levitate. Original with the first Vegas culture flow. I'm spitting verses, recording it with my mobile phone. I'm craving conversation, that's the way I feel I made it. Greatness, motivation just for you to make it. Yeah, we all in a simulation. I play the game or I start creating. Yeah, you know that I made it cause I did it different. Getting up every day just to handle business. Yeah, you know that I made it cause I did it different. Putting work on the field, but I had the vision. Cash a valet. Yeah, I put on for my bellies. We ready, ain't gotta get ready. Understand I gotta get it. If God let it, gas me up, unlet it. Cash a belly is the movement, don't forget it. Grammy nominated, all these grams are allocated. On the gram, they be saying I be motivating. The bar raising, Formula 1 racing. I'm moving fast, corporate thug, living a vacation. Yeah, you know that I made it cause I did it different. They ain't know that I made it cause I did it different. Getting up every day just to handle business. Putting work on the field, but I had the vision. And that's exactly how I put myself in position. You ain't know that I made it cause I did it different. 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 Vegas road flows, I do this for my trillers now. Chain gang mob squad and they feel the sound. Started from the ground, how it grew from the concrete, so profound. Ever since I was young, I wanted to move the crowd and do something great to make my mama proud. Unconventional ways, I took a different route. So I dropped out of school, working on my sound. Got a job on the radio and nightclub. On the radio, I got the clout. I'm like, what? Chris Cash, cashing Billy on the airwaves. And I was up in that thing like every day. On the morning show with J. Cruz before LA. Then in the afternoon I held it down with Fran DeLay. Hey, then I got my weight up. Things just start to shake up, indulging in the fake love. All the money and luxuries didn't mean a thing, except to buy good lawyers facing felonies. Careless in the game, I added to my enemies. So I had to switch it, started thinking different. Started spitting in my lyrics how I really live it. I rip that Vegas life, to this day I'm still with it. I'm just a product of a hustler with big visions. Formulate my own ideas, but I still listen. Jewels dirty, we polish them, they still glisten. What a real one does, we take it, then we flip it. So we had to make a decision and really get it. Had to get a studio with a strip view. In the game to make a change, it's official. Cashavelli, all the rest be invisible. I'm too focused, man, steady focusing on the next move. Hard work, we supposed to win. This is dedicated for people that never made it.
Yeah, one of us made it, we all made it, believe that.
This is for the layers and layers of all that fake shit.
Not gonna let none of that bother me, feel me?
This is for the favors, your haters that never say shit.
Man, look at me now, baby.
This is for you bitches, the topic of conversation. When I started out, everybody doubted me. Now I'm in the position I am proud to be. CEO of the team, spitting Vegas flows. Booking shows, getting dope past the state line. We on the road, I miss my family, I FaceTime. I'll fly you out tomorrow just a sacrifice to be great. You know I hustle every day for our last name. Vegas road flows and it's undeniable. Movement keeps us balanced, talent is a bicycle. It be hard to think of others in survival mode, but when you hear, gotta find a code. Through the music, how I find my soul. When I use it, I will never fold. Even in the cold, I will still take the higher road. Confident in my legacy when the story told.
Gotta let it breathe, baby.
Hardwood flows, the flow seats, my flow's deep. Spending hard-earned money, who you gon' see? I go OT, always staying fly, cooking and producing more heat, no lie. I got the answer from A to I got the blueprint from J to Z. Man, them alphabet boys can't see me. Definition of a G. I'm a true alphabet in Vegas. I'm getting more value cause you know I'm fading the favorites. Yeah, I move with the shakers, y'all be losing your wages. We accruing the paper and never losing the flavor.
Yeah, man, I got a taste of success and never look back, man. Chris Cash, Cashavelli Music, Chain Gang Mob Squad, reppin' Cashavelli to the death of me.
Oh, what? You thought you wasn't gonna hear me? I'm the go to this shit.
I'ma let you know.
Chris Cash, Cashavelli Music.
Man, I be talking my shit.
Oh, this beat hard.
Who made the beat?
Cash on the beat.
This shit hard right here.
Yeah, let me talk my talk. Let's go. I could tell that the money is the motive. 10 bands, 50 bands, yeah, 100 bands. Yeah, I know you gotta spend to get noticed. In the club, spending money like fucking man. No apologies, I'm going out to get mine. They too emotional and I ain't got the fucking time. Like Nicki Minaj can still love a sex offender. Love a dope dealer behind some picket fences. I got it out the trenches, got it out the dry dirt. Putting money with the flow, the supplier. We getting higher, used to print flyers. Now I send text messages to sell my merch. I could tell that the money is the motive. 10 bands, 50 bands, yeah, 100 bands. Yeah, I know you gotta spend to get noticed. In the club, spending money like fucking man. I'm writing verses since my birth, I've been good with words. You see me working, yeah, 3 songs I'm averaging. The time expires, put you on ice, man. Get through customs faster than 21 Savage can. I got a plan, hustling and getting bands. You gotta hand it to me, no more hand to hand. I can make them dance, I can make them vibe. I'm the plug up in Vegas, rep that Vegas life. I could tell that the money is the motive. 10 bands, 50 bands, yeah, 100 bands. Yeah, I know you gotta spend to get noticed. In the club, spending money like fucking man. I live a life way before I touch the mic. Ain't no starving artist here, still got appetite. For rappers and beats, I'm hungry like rappers on weed. Looking at the game, all these rappers is weak. They be sweet, portraying like they got guns. Little motherfuckers ain't ever pop one. I better stop some before they try to cancel me. Like the baby, but what about Slim Shady? I could tell that the money is the motive. 10 bands, 50 bands, yeah, 100 bands. Yeah, I know you gotta spend to get noticed. In the club, spending money like fucking man. And remember how they try to do, baby, but I kiss my own son on the daily. So, Lil Nas X got grown naked men on the floor, dancing in their video, prancing everywhere they go. I could tell that the money is the motive. 10 bands, 50 bands, yeah, 100 bands. Yeah, I know you gotta spend to get noticed. In the club, spending money like fucking man.
I can tell that the money is the motive.
10 bands, 50 bands, yeah, 100 bands.
Yeah, I know you gotta spend to get noticed.
In the club, spending money like fucking man.
I am the man, a king up in Sin City. I got my kingdom and my fam making money with me.
Let's meet up when it's nighttime. I'm excited cause you quite fine. Take a picture, you gon' like mine. In the moment is the right time. Let's party all weekend. I said party all weekend. Maybe we could sleep in. Come on, party all weekend. I got the plug on what you need, man. We could even smoke trees, huh? You ain't never wanna leave, man. Come on, run it like a visa. Let me take you through the city lights. We could do this any night. I'm attracted to your pretty eyes. See my dreams, see it realized. And you know that I'm with it. I could talk about this life cause you know that I'm with it. Please don't talk about these lines cause you know that I'm with it. Coming through every time and you know that I'm with it. With it. And you know that I'm with it. I could talk about this life cause you know that I'm with it. Please don't talk about these lines cause you know that I'm with it. Coming through every time and you know that I'm with it. With it. Let me kick another flow. You know that life has no remote. You gotta get up and change it on your own. In a suite, getting blown, we flown through the stars. If the stars don't align, you gotta rearrange them and make it known. I got rhythm for the song, come and move with me on the microphone, asking who with me. Don't end up with nothing. I'm a young OG, call me Benjamin Button. Been raining in Vegas, so the streets have been flooded. Put it on for the lifestyle, tell me you love it. Tell me you gon' visit me when you get a chance to. I know you fly when you gon' land soon. At the club with these drinks I could hand you. Unforgettable moments of friends you could brag to. Comp dinners with bottles and what have you. And you know that I'm with it. I could talk about this life cause you know that I'm with it. Please don't talk about these lines cause you know that I'm with it. Coming through every time and you know that I'm with it. With it. And you know that I'm with it. I could talk about this life cause you know that I'm with it. Please don't talk about these lines cause you know that I'm with it. Coming through every time and you know that I'm with it. With it. Coming through every time and you know that I'm with it. With it. Cash your valet. Coming through every time and you know that I'm with it. With it.
Cash Valley Music.
Cash your valet. Try to be a baby shark, end up being shark bait. Started naming all these names when you caught a court case. Think that it's the game, you got played like an arcade. Everything you say, everything you do, all fake. Be a baby shark, end up being shark bait. Started naming all these names when you caught a court case. Everybody knows that you's a bitch. Reason why the legends in our culture getting flipped. Quick to pop a fake motherfucker with my AK. Keep on playing, you and my bullets gon' have a play day. Keep on buying time, keep a 9 for that layaway. The drum on my stick will have you thumping like a 808. Catch me up in Vegas with some real players. Got your bitch in Vegas making real paper. Got Somali in a Megan, that a trainer. Hard body, got that candy, hold me down later. I'm a gamer like an elevator, I'm a lecturer. Charge game jacket with some alligator slippers. Flow so viral, need some ventilators in the room. Getting lit while you snitches talk to litigators. Try to be a baby shark, end up being shark bait. Started naming all these names when you caught a court case. Think that it's a game, you got played like an arcade. Everything you say, everything you do, all fake. Try to be a baby shark, end up being shark bait. Started naming all these names when you caught a court case. Think that it's the game, you got played like an arcade. Everything you say, everything you do, all fake. You ain't a gangster, huh? You ain't a real one. You need to stop fronting before you get killed, son. You's a clout chaser, I done warned y'all. Just a weenie with some bread, you a corn dog. Couple lot of stuff, got a lot of hoes that'll drop it to the floor. Never go against the code, if you do, use a hoe. Piss off, homie, cause you really gotta go. Quit swimming with the sharks, you looking like some shark bait. Crush you like granola, you a soft yoga parfait. Opponents, you got 8, hit that shit the hard way. Pimp slap you hoe, come to Vegas, stay at Palms Play. Try to be a baby shark, end up being shark bait. Started naming all these names when you caught a court case. Think that it's a game, you got played like an arcade. Everything you say, everything you do, all fake. Try to be a baby shark, end up being shark bait. Started naming all these names when you caught a court case. Think that it's a game, you got played like an arcade. Everything being shark bait. Started naming all these names when you caught a court case. Think that it's a game, you got played like an arcade. Everything you say, everything you do, all fake.
Got it bumping.
Yeah, I want it all, want everything that I deserve. For all them late nights and sacrifice and put in work. I feel the pressure, feel the devil getting on my nerves. Trying to reach the next level, I am on the verge of making it happen. If your blessings get stagnant, reevaluate your situation. People that you keep near. God heard the conversations that you didn't hear. He saw what you didn't see that hurt your career. Look in the mirror, I'm convinced that I want it all. Good food, marijuana, and some alcohol. Every day we ball, gotta get that exercise. Energize, watch me bring it to you every time. All that bullshit gotta minimize. Maximize all the happiness up in your life. All the wrongs that I made, I try to make right. Or be left with regrets to the day I die. Honestly, I want it all. Honestly, I want it all. Honestly, I want it all. Unapologetic, I just wanna ball. I want it all, wanna get it and keep getting more. If life's a game, wanna leave it all up on the floor. If life's a road, I'ma take the one less traveled. If life's a gamble, I'm willing to bet it all. One life, one love, what you gon' do? Every night we gon' grind, we gon' make it through. Started off small, kept working and became huge. But one fuck up could erase everything that you do. I want it all, wanna ball, cause I love the game. I'm making magic with these birds when I hustle, man. I love to hustle, I don't think that's gon' change. Will the fans still love me if I stop playing? I feel like hydroplaning when it rains. Lose control, I'm just out here trying to maintain. Forget the fame, when you get it, it don't hit the same. I spend my time alone, so I got no one to blame. That's right, gotta bounce back from your life. Gotta keep it moving, you gotta get it right. Manifesting through the music, it's a soundtrack to your life. And your life is just a movie where you start, direct, and write. Honestly, I want it all. Honestly, I want it all. Honestly, I want it all. Unapologetic, I just wanna ball. I want it all, wanna get it and keep getting more. If life's a game, wanna leave it all up on the floor. If life's a road, I'ma take the one less traveled. If life's a gamble, I'm willing to bet it all. Cash on the beat. Chris Cash. Do what I want, do what I
Cash
want.
Valley.
Whatever I want.
I do what I want,
Do what I want. I do
Yeah,
whatever
do what I want.
I do what I want. I ain't even got a stunt. Park sideways up front. Get paid all day, smoke blunts. Y'all do what you can.
Do what you can.
You know this game move fast. Pull up feeling like the man.
Yeah.
Switch lanes, just don't crash. I do what I want.
Do what I want.
I ain't even got a stunt. Park sideways up front. Get paid all day, smoke blunts.
Yeah.
Do what you can.
Do what you can.
You know this game move fast. Pull up feeling like the man.
Yeah.
Switch lanes, just don't crash. I do what I do, yeah, I do what I feel like. They always be talking, but never about their lives. They just be talking about people and their lives. Living a crapshoot, rolling the snake eyes. Damn, man. Sometimes I don't understand. What's the plan, man? It's like you making your moves in quicksand. Just don't let them know your next move. I'ma make it do what it do. I wanted some cash, so I started a trap. I wanted to rap, cause I am the truth. This game is hard. I do what I want, hit honcho in charge. Pull my card. Middle of the desert, brought light to the dark. I did what I did, now I'm living the dream. You did what you did, but ain't living like me. Welcome to the city, you could be who you be. Just know that these things ain't always what it seems. I live in the city of sin, where a player gon' do what he want, a sucker gon' do what he can. I do what I want. I ain't stunt. Park sideways up front. Get paid all day, smoke blunts. Y'all do what you can. You know this game move fast. Pull up feeling like the man. Switch lanes, just don't crash. I do what I want. I ain't even got a stunt. Park sideways up front. Get paid all day, smoke blunts. Y'all do what you can. You know this game move fast. Pull up feeling like the man. Switch lanes, just don't crash.
Do what I want, do what I want. I do whatever I want. Do what I want, do what I want. I do whatever I want. Do what I want.
Yeah. You ain't never met no one like me.
Come
you
on.
ain't never met no one like me. Feel it in my energy. If we ride together, we gon' ride on our enemies.
Ride on our enemies.
And I put that shit on everything.
I put that shit on everything.
We gon' ride on our enemies. You ain't never met no one like me. You ain't never met no one like me.
Ain't never met no one like
You
me.
ain't never met no one like me. You ain't never met no one like me. Ain't nobody like me.
Everybody like me.
The ops be on my bumper, nobody do it like me. They be talking about the job like I give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Then I pull up in a brand new Lexus GX truck. I be like, what the fuck you think we living for?
What?
You see the family, we staying fresh from head to toe. Let it be known, super fly on the snow patrol.
Come on.
Snowboarding every winter, it be getting cold.
Yeah.
I set the tone, money making be the mode. Gucci print on my wallet, then I'm back on road.
Back on road.
Yeah, careful if you want to smoke.
Want to smoke.
Yeah, just don't choke. I ain't never met no one like me. Feel it in my energy. If we ride together, we gon' ride on our enemies.
Ride on our enemies.
And I put that shit on everything.
I put that shit on everything.
We gon' ride on our enemies. You ain't never met no one like me. You ain't never met no one like me.
Nah.
You ain't never met no one like me.
Come on.
You ain't never met no one like me.
Yeah.
Never gon' quit even though the odds against me. You know the underdog gon' win eventually.
Real talk.
Take my hard-earned money, bet it back on me.
Let's go.
Fake the public opinion, it ain't what it seems. The fakest bitches be so quick to call you family. I ain't feeling that shit, so I had to leave. Had to kill them nightmares just to live a dream. Nobody cares, work harder and do your thing. Ain't nobody like me.
Nah.
Everybody like me.
Everybody like me.
Ain't nobody like me.
Yeah.
Everybody like me. Ain't never met no one like me. Feel it in my energy. If we ride together, we gon' ride on our enemies.
Ride on our enemies.
And I put that shit on everything.
I put that shit on everything.
We gon' ride on our enemies.
Let's go.
You ain't never met no one like me.
Nah.
You ain't never met no one like me.
Nah.
You ain't never met no one like me. 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 Ain't nobody like me. Everybody like me. What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We are live. We are live. Where is this? Where is this thing right here? This is Vegas.
Hip-hop. Chris Cash.
Holla at your boy.
There he is. Wait, hold on. There he is.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
This is Vegas.
This is.
Chris Cash.
Holla at your boy.
You feel me? What's happening, Chris Cash, Cashavelli? Where is my music, man? Where is my music? Hold on, I gotta change that. One time for the one time. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Where we at? No, still. There we are live. We are live. Vegas Live Podcast. You already know what it is. Chris Cash, Jalem, live on the Vegas Live Radio Podcast. We stream live Tuesday, Thursday, noon to 2. You know, we figuring out this whole show, getting it popping. This is where we talk about the Vegas lifestyle. Also, we talk about real estate. You know what I mean? I am dedicated and motivated to put on for Las Vegas, the city where I learned the game. Living in Sin City, learn to hustle and stay litty. Best believe that. Chris Cash, Cashavelli. A lot of dope things coming up on the show. 702-505-3297.
If you want to call up, I got to make sure that's on. But live Tuesday, Thursday from noon to 2. And I'm going to kick it the way I want to kick it, man. By playing music. And then I got some good information coming up on how to buy rental property. You know what I mean? I got into this game, the real estate game. I am a licensed realtor, but however, I am more into the investments of real estate. I want to invest in real estate any which way possible. Big shout out to all my investors out there, or people that are interested in investing into real estate. I have a super dope real estate investment mixer coming up May 15th at the S-Bar at Mandalay Bay. If you are interested in investing in real estate and learning the keys, I got the keys to be successful in this world. There's a lot of information to attain, a lot of information to soak up, and I'm holding a real estate investment mixer. So if you think this game is hard or unattainable, it's not. I mean, it is a little difficult at times, understanding the information. But I'm dedicated to giving y'all the information because that's just the way I get it. But the way I get it is playing music. So let's go ahead and get that popping. Chris Cash, Cashavelli, Chris Cash, Jalem. You already know what it is. All right, let's get into some music. Let's go. Chris Cash, come on.
They be feeling my flow, my style be so different. Get familiar, the reason why I'm
Tell her.
tripping. Be familiar with stand by me.
We here.
Yeah, hustle hard.
That's the way I get it. How I get it.
Winners never quit it, quitters never win it.
Yup.
If you find yourself in a hole, then quit digging.
Tell her.
Cause quitting while you're ahead
Ain't the same as quitting.
Way I get it if you hustle.
Love the way I get it.
Way I get it if you hustle.
Love the way I get it.
Way I get it if you hustle.
Love the way I get it. Let's go.
100 blocks on the dot. Ricky Ross, new whip, tennis shoes in the socks. I'm up in Secret City, yeah, that boy got the bling. You better hit the phone and brick selling
Like ringtones.
I'm stepping out clean.
Come on.
Nigga, young mob, dope boy in DPC.
Let's
When I'm
go.
up in the D, we gon' stunt like a dog. Niggas drop out of school, but we subject to ball. Don't worry about the crackers, cause the crackers ain't sharp. I'm looking in the phantom, bitch, you know that I'm the mob. See the grill in the front,
Tell 'em.
feeling the front.
We live.
Feeling Ricky Ross, I get a
Million a month.
So mob,
mob.
I get it so mob.
Yeah.
Pulling up to the trap, fresh off a blow job. Yeah, $1,000 jeans, pussy nigga tell that. If you waiting on the sag, boy, just hit the sell back.
Let's go. Way I get it, all the hustlers love the way I get it.
Tell 'em.
Way I get it, all the D-boys love the
Way I get
Way
it.
I get it, all my P's love the way I get it. Way I get it, if you hustle.
Love the way I get it.
Way I get it, if you hustle.
Love the way I get it.
Way I get it, if you hustle.
Love the way I get it.
Way I get it, if you hustle. Love the way I get it. Way I get it, if you
Let's
hustle.
go.
Way I get it. I'm a visionary.
Chris Cash of Vegas Dome.
Stacking paper, build my catalog with every song. Got on the radio to learn the game and get on. Crackers call me if I hustle running marathons.
Tell 'em.
I'm in the zone, life's a game,
And I play to win.
Cash and Nitro up in Vegas, get the
Best
best revenge.
revenge.
Massive success. Imagine life with
No
no
stress.
Royal in our own fashion.
And I'm
we
best dressed.
Protect your dreams while you're pursuing your happiness. Don't lean on me, too busy sipping, ain't no activist. I just stay passionate and make this cash legit.
Come on.
Haters see my story, can't help but be mad as shit.
Way I get it.
All the hustlers love the way I get it.
Tell 'em.
Way I get it. All the D-boys love the way I get it.
Tell 'em,
Way
tell
I
'em,
get
tell
it.
'em.
All my P's love the way I get it.
Yeah.
Way I get it. If you hustle, love the way I get it.
It's summertime, baby.
Way I get it. If you hustle, love the way I get it. Way I get it. If you hustle, love the way I get it. Way I get it.
We going all day, then stay up all night.
It's about to heat up.
We gon' party feeling alright. We got plenty drink, smoke
You
up
know,
all you like. Live
ain't
your
nothing like
with
Vegas
me
life.
with a good time. Going all day,
Ain't nothing like
stay
Vegas
up
in the
all
summertime,
night.
baby.
If you down, girl, we gon' party till the sunrise.
Come on.
We got plenty drink,
Tell
smoke
'em.
up all you like. Live your
Tell
life.
'em.
You don't gotta tell me with a good time.
Showing up to put in work, don't know what's gonna happen.
Don't know.
I just be stacking. Sometimes I just get distracted.
Uh-huh.
I live in Sin City where they come to live life lavish. Just get it cracking.
I'm gambling, I love the action.
She an actress, and she don't forget her lines. Last time she blacked out, this time she
On
on
that
that
white.
I'm on the grind. She wanna pop
Molly
Molly
that
that
night.
night. And I'm like, don't tell me with a good time. Shout out to the moms and babies living
Healthy
healthy
lives.
lives. Summertime up in Vegas like the
March
March
of
of
Dimes.
Dimes. Party all night, right into the
Day
day
club.
club. Hey love, if you down, we could turn it up. We going all day, then stay up all night. If you down, girl, we gon' party, feeling alright. We got plenty drink,
Yeah.
smoke up all you like. Live your life, but come to me with a good time. Going on, going on, life. All I want around me is people that gon' ride.
Tell 'em.
We be just kicking it.
Ain't gotta lie.
Only suckers get offended when you be on your grind.
Too blessed.
Don't stress.
Don't
If
stress.
you taking care of family,
Uh-huh.
Respect.
Respect.
They don't understand me.
Say less.
Too blessed.
Uh.
Too blessed to be stressed
Vegas
when I'm
Life
dealing with
Radio.
ya. We all know hanging with me gon' benefit ya.
Real
Watch
talk.
the company you keep, that shit is detrimental. Guilty by association, killing all potential. I'm independent, play the game, most of it is mental.
Uh-huh.
Collecting checks where I can, really it's that simple.
It's that simple.
Revenue streams, multiplying my residual.
Come on.
Check my resume, Cashiavelli so official.
Real talk.
I'm getting lit, expressing myself through
Through instrumentals.
Gotta admit my flow is water, fire, and it sizzle.
Come on.
I got a stool on the strip
And one at the crib.
Respect my drive, cause you know
No, I get it off the dribble.
I'm making drizzle rain, sleet
Sleet
or
or
snow.
snow.
Decoding all my rhymes, if you know, you know. This Vegas life from coast to coast. Too blessed to be stressed, so
So we
we
supposed to toast.
yeah, fluent in the air, cause
If
we
you
too blessed. Gotta blow that shit out
If you too stressed.
I done put this whole game in a suplex.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be stressed, baby.
What I'ma do next? Yeah, too blessed.
Yeah.
Vegas Life Radio.
Come on. Real talk. Vegas Live Radio. You already know what it is. Chris Cashiavelli. We talk about real estate. We talk about building wealth. Talk about entrepreneurship. Talk about that Vegas lifestyle, baby. Let's go.
Vegas Life Radio.
Come on.
Let me show you what this about.
Yeah.
I hit the ground running, making money, doing something while the women love
Why?
me. It ain't hard as hell. I'll never stop. I'll never fail.
Never.
So raw, I like it raw.
I like that yellow tail.
They try to lock my mind, frame me as a crook. I put money on the books, made up my mind, and I made bail. I made a W, rearranging all the L's. Life lessons, what I learned with these dope sales. It's a cold game.
Feeling snowflakes.
Snowboarding every season, going
Out of state.
All this money making, gotta chill it out of place.
Come on.
It's okay, they gotta get used to my face. Praise the most high, reason why I'm
So fly.
I supply the lost souls
In this Vegas life.
Providing hope
To the hopeless.
Just cost a couple keys.
So no more smoking roaches. I ain't smoking roach in a minute now, huh? Come on. Shout out to all my hustlers out there. I got a new hustle now.
On a special mixtape for all my player niggas, all my niggas getting paper. Ladies looking good, fellas don't
You know about
looking good.
this.
We get money.
Let's get money, baby.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you gotta sit back and relax. Sometimes you gotta sit back and analyze the information.
Yeah, everybody need to be inspired.
You gotta be inspired, baby. Look at me,
That's how
man.
you
Vegas
become
Life
you.
Radio.
Let's go.
Better know it.
Come on.
All I need in my life, inspiration.
Real talk.
I know I got what it takes. Hard work, dedication.
Hard work,
'Cause a nigga
dedication.
like me can have no limitations.
Inspiration.
All I need in my life is some inspiration.
Vegas
You can
Life
see it in
Radio.
my eyes.
Determination.
For the lost ones, building up a
Foundation.
foundation. All I need in my life, inspiration.
Come on.
Determined and yearning as the weed burning.
Yeah.
Obstacles, unlogical, self-learning. That's right. Can't tell you shit, unable to get a word in.
Come on.
I don't know shit, all I know is still learning. Facts.
Still learning, baby.
Right like bitches and salon chicks.
Come on.
No niggas job is still carrying that hardware. Die later, watching his daughter doing some hardware.
What?
Cold chills can't prevent destiny unless God will.
Yeah.
Death all around me, so I'm stepping out of bounds.
Come
Trying
on.
to live life to the fullest one time around, G.
Yeah.
Watch who's around me, God family surrounding me. Ain't nothing but love
all around me.
Heavy D for the HOEs around me. Weed smoke, OG quotes all around me.
Talk, baby.
Positive vibes all around
Poetry
me.
in motion,
If I ever
baby.
was lost, thank God I found me. All I need
It's poetry in motion, baby.
Inspiration. I know I got what it takes. Hard work, dedication.
Yeah.
Cause a nigga like me can have no limitations.
Ain't no limitation.
Inspiration.
I take it back when I was working at the Goodwill,
Yeah.
trying to serve e-pills.
Tell them
Say it's
stories,
getting
baby.
better, but not giving no details, no tattletale.
Yeah.
We gon' rob 'em, we need details. I had a baby on the way and it's a female. I'ma raise hell. I put my pearl in the seashell. I said, damn. I have to think about what sells. I had a plug on the white, so
gotta
I
think
hit 'em
about
up.
what sells.
Came to my city, made it harder than I doubled up. I hustled up. Cause I didn't give a fuck.
Nah.
18 years old in the studio, we was broke as fuck.
We was. Now we live better, baby.
Vegas Life Radio.
Come on.
And everybody out there keep judging me.
Yeah.
Cause they can't do what I'm doing.
You know what I mean?
Vegas Life Radio.
Y'all can't do what I do.
Life of a luxury.
Or can you?
Girl, you know I want you here with me.
Let's go. Break it down to him, baby.
Circle of dawns, you ain't know you gotta have a team
Just to get on.
Bless the teams with the many
Many
rings.
rings.
That's a dynasty.
Uh-huh.
Quality, addicted to it constantly. Higher quality,
Addicted to it.
Best things in life
For
are
free. What?
The next best things we
Call that shit luxury.
Stay fresh, every breath originality. Every idea stuck in your brain,
That's a casualty.
I let them out like fake titties on,
On
a summer day. What's the reason you pay? What's the reason you lay? With a bad bitch, get them in between them legs. That's a beautiful feeling, fulfilling what you dreaming. Beautiful women grinning, cause the team is winning. Vegas life we living, don't need no extra innings. But we will if we have to. Take a leader with hitters that can deliver when it's past due. And my clan know that cash rules. So my plan for the family, we teach them how to pass jewels.
Let's go.
I'm living the life of a luxury.
Life Radio.
I'm living my life how I'm supposed to be.
How it's supposed to be.
And everybody out there keep judging me. Cause they can't do what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what it is, Chris Cash.
Vegas Life Radio.
We live, baby. Alright, man, it's all about edutainment, man. It's all about I'm a curator, right? I'm a curator of dope shit. I'm a curator of knowledge, information that'll help you. That'll help me, because it helped me. You know what I'm saying? This is what I did. This is the type of information I consume, the type of stuff that I do to to better my situation. So coming up on the show, I got Thatch. My homie Thatch.
Vegas Life Radio.
Thatch Nguyen. We gonna get him up on the show right now. Yeah, he just came out with his new video, 3 steps to buying your first rental property. You know, property. We play real life Monopoly on God. You know, so like I said, man, I'm a curator. I'm a curator of dope things. So I want to just curate the information for you. You know, I built my channel on a lot of reaction videos. We reacting to dope shit. So let's keep that rolling. You know, let's go ahead and keep that rolling right here, baby. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move this how I want to move it, like this. I'm gonna move this like this. Oh wait, hold on. Switch angles. This is all live on the spot too. Boom. See how I switch the angles? Rework the angles, sharp and precise, baby. See, we're gonna get this up and moving like how I do so well. Thank you so much for rocking with your boy. 702-505-3297. You can message me, text me. You know what it is. You feel me? I don't need all that. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. Here we go. We're gonna react to this video right here. Homie Thatch Nguyen from Seattle. Curator of knowledge. That's what I do. I curate knowledge, curate information that I feel is super dope. So I think this information is super dope. Once again, let's get into it. This is 3 steps to buying your first rental property. I want to know about this. Do you? Let's go figure it out, man. Let's go figure it out. Let me turn this down. Let me turn this down. Turn this down one time. Yeah. Okay, let's go Thatch.
Real estate investing guide for beginners. I'm gonna talk about three things. One,
Oops.
I'm gonna talk about, first, before you buy any real estate, you gotta have a roadmap to know, hey, if you're gonna start here, what's the end game, where we're going? So you gotta be clear on that.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna talk about what type of product you need to buy and what location, so make sure it cash flow right.
Break it down.
And then third, I'm gonna give you a real life example of one of my
Let's bring this
students,
back.
Jenny
Let's bring
from
this all the way
Boston.
back, though. Let's bring this.
Here's the ultimate real estate
all the way
investing guide for beginners. I'm gonna
Let's
talk
go.
about three things. One, I'm gonna talk about, first, before you buy any real estate, you gotta have a roadmap to know, hey, if you're gonna start here, what's the end game? Where
Roadmap. You gotta have your goals down, right? Roadmap. Goals. Write your goals down. I'm gonna write my goals down after this.
we're going. So you gotta be clear on that.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna talk about what type of product you need to buy and what location, so make sure it cash flow right. And then third, I'm gonna give you a real life example of one of my students. Her name is Jenny from Boston, and she did exactly what I'm telling you in this video. And she just bought her first property, you guys, for very little money down. And you'd be surprised what she does.
Little money down, huh? It's piquing my interest. Cause I know the tough thing right now is getting that bag, right? Cause prices are really high.
For a living. So you guys ready to do this?
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Let's
I
go.
am.
The first thing you gotta know when you start investing in real estate, you gotta know where you're going and you gotta know why you're going there. That's just anything in life. I call this map the road map to wealth. This is the map that I have been on since I started real estate.
Where am I going? I want wealth, not riches. I don't want that. I want wealth. Wealth is when I believe is when money makes money for yourself, right? You make money while you sleep. I believe that's wealth. That's what I would like. I would like to do. So you know me. I'm Chris Cash. I make music. I love making music. But I want to build the foundation of wealth. That way I can make the music that I want to make and not even worried about anything else but creating dope art. So that's, I believe, the roadmap for me, my goal.
Estate in 1991. So you take a look at it, it's been over 30 plus years I've been on this road. And this road right here is something that basically I walked and I lived through this for over 30 years. And I can explain it to you in more personal, because I've been on this path. And what's crazy is I'm still on this path now. Most people have never even gone on this path. They never got to what I call the end of this map, called freedom, option, and choice. So I wrote down here on the end, okay?
Freedom. I think that's the main thing, right? Freedom, option, and choice. Freedom to do what you want to do. Yeah. Do what I want. I'll do what I want.
What does freedom, option, and wealth mean to you? So you got to think about that. What does it mean? What does wealth and freedom and option and choice mean to you? Because if you don't know why you want to go to California, for example, why would you want to get in your car and drive like Seattle to California? It's like 25-hour drive. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs.
California, 4 hours from Las Vegas. And when I go to Cali, I go straight to the beach.
A lot of different heat, the weather changes, right? And you might get a flat tire going there. And you got to want to get out and fix the car so you keep going. It's the same thing. That's why the roadmap, you notice, is up and down, up and down. It's not an easy, smooth, straight ride. So what does freedom and wealth mean to you? Why do you want freedom? What's important about having freedom? What's important about having option? What's important about having choice? You have to know that, folks. If you don't know that, you're not gonna do what it takes to go through this roadmap, because there's gonna be a lot of ups and down, up and down, up and down, to get to owning a rental property bought and paid off, so that you can have freedom later on down the road. When I was on this journey and someone asked me, right, what does freedom mean? Why do you want to have passive income? And I said, because.
So, let's go ahead and write that in the comments. You know what I mean? Like what does freedom mean to you? Like, what does freedom mean to you? Let me know. Talk to me. I'll talk back.
I want to have enough passive income so that later on, actually, I don't have to work. If I choose to work, I can work. And then my mentor to me, okay, great. Ultimately, if you didn't have to work and you had enough passive income, what would that really mean to you? And when I thought about it, I said, if I set myself up early And when I have kids later on, I really want to be at my kids' baseball matches, soccer matches, taking them on vacation. And I don't have to worry about coming back right away. If my kids' baseball tournament is somewhere out of state, we can hop on a plane, right? And I can take off work for a week and go and watch them go play baseball or soccer outside, anywhere.
That's beautiful.
I can do it anytime I feel like it, on the fly. And on top.
That's real, man. Like that's kind of what it means to me too. You know, man, I hustle for my last name, not my first name. You know what I mean? I hustle to be able to see and see my children grow and flourish and enjoy the things that they do. You know, and just be able to watch and be a spectator. You know, and just watch them grow. You know, be able to do that for your family is definitely a benefit. It's definitely a goal that I want to achieve. You know.
On top of that, I want to be able to have the freedom and the option where I can send my mom back to Vietnam to go visit her mom when her mom is still alive, which is my grandma, and go there every year she wants to. She can stay as long as she wants, and I have enough money so she can actually go do that. Well, my mom been doing that, you guys, for years. And last year, my grandmother died at 99 years old. My mom didn't have no regrets because she'd been visiting her mom, all her sister, and all my cousin over there every year easy for the last probably 20 years. She wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for me actually doing the work and getting it ready so that one day my mom could do all that stuff. Today, since my grandma passed away.
So that's like an interesting thing, man, because, you know, life is limited. Like, we have a limited amount of time here. And you know, all the material stuff they come and go. You know, it's cool to get it, you know, but it's the time you spend with your loved ones and stuff like that. And that's freedom to me. And that's definitely something that I'm working towards. And not only working towards that, but being able to give that to others.
Now, I have the option of freedom to send my aunt over to the United States now, and my aunt come to the US now twice a year to go hang out with my mom. Last year was her first year coming to the United States, and you guys should have seen her when she landed at the airport. She was just in tears. And she spent almost a month twice in Seattle. That's the thing, you guys, that make me just emotionally hooked. And that's why it motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing, because I want to have the option to do that anytime. So I want you guys to think about the same thing, okay? Now, once you're clear on that, if you look at the map, it says, in order for you to have freedom, option, and choice, you got to have some property paid off, okay? That's the step before that. In order for you to have property that's paid off, you know the step right before that, you have to accumulate the number of property you need so that later on you can pay them off, you can have the passive income you need. Now, in order for you to have the property you need, you gotta have some kind of money to buy real estate. And in order for you to have some money, if you notice a step before that, is you gotta actually put some work in. What type of work? The knowledge you need to know to buy. And today, I'm gonna show you, if you're a first-time investor, what is the most simple knowledge you can do, okay, so you can buy your first property. I'm gonna give you this example. Let's say I ask you, how much passive income do you want to have every month to live comfortably if you were debt free? I'm gonna give you a hint. You don't need $100,000 a month. Just ask yourself this: what does it cost you to live right now? Let's say it costs you $10,000 a month. Let's say that you work and you're gonna pay off all your bills. Now you're debt free, but let's say you actually have $10,000 a month in passive income. And let's say that was the number you said, if I had the choice, right? What's my perfect number, right? That I can actually be out of the rat race. That my passive income is paying for any expenses I need. And let's say the number is $10,000 a month. Let's say the average rent in your area is $3,000. You're gonna need probably 3 to 4 houses accumulated and paid off for you can have $9,000 to $12,000 a month for the rest of your life. If you had $12,000 a month and you're debt free, you didn't have to work, you live in a good life. That's just starting out. If you want to do more, you can. But I need to know what's the end game. So the end game for you should be, how much passive income do you need to have every month or want to have every month to live comfortably if you're debt free? And number 2, what does freedom mean to you? And ultimately, why do you want to have freedom, option, and choice, and wealth? I want you guys to think about the number and why. Because once you understand this, then it's easy for me now to teach you the knowledge. Then you take the knowledge, you put it in action, and you go make some money. You make some money, you buy the property you need, you get enough property, you pay it off, and then you're gonna have freedom of choice. This is the roadmap to wealth. And even a beginner can walk this journey, okay? And when you're advanced, you can just scale up on the same map and just go faster. And this is why it's so beautiful that before you start investing, you gotta understand this roadmap to wealth. Now you know how many property you need to get to $10,000 a month roughly. Let's say that's your goal and your number, and you know why you want it. Now I want to talk about what to buy and where to buy if you're a first-time beginner, investor. Okay, let's talk about location first. That's the most important. You hear me say this 100 times. When you invest in real estate, you got to know the 4 market: A, B, C, D. A market is the high-end market, D market is the rough neighborhood, okay? And then B's and C's are where you want to actually buy rental, okay? You can flip houses in any market, A, B, C, D. You can wholesale in any market, A, B, C, D. But if you ever want to buy rental, you want to stay in the B's and C because the price point and the rent is very, close to balance, okay? Not like the A.
I want to go ahead and unpack that one. It's like you can make money in any market, right? The A, B, C market, A, B, C, D market. You can flip it. You can wholesale them. But as far as for the cash flow, you want to stay into the B and C, the mid range.
A market where the price is high and you can't get enough rent to actually try to balance this, the teeter-totter out. Make sense, you guys? So, first thing is you got to look for the B's and the C in your area. Once you understand where the B and C is, now the second thing you gotta know is what type of product. If you are a first-time investor, here's what I'm gonna recommend, okay? Especially if you don't own any property. You wanna actually buy either a single family, a duplex, a triplex, or up to a fourplex. And the reason why is this. You could actually buy your first property with 5% down conventional now. So if you don't own any property at all, don't go out there and talk to a lender you want to buy an investment property. Go talk to a lender you want to buy a property where you're going to live in the property, okay? Your intention is to live in the property. And if you're willing to do that, you can put down 5% of a single family up to a 4-unit. That's the product you want to buy for a first-time home buyer / investor. And I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Once you actually find the property and you buy it, and once it closes, you can choose to actually live in it. But if you happen to change your intention after you buy it, stay where you're at and you can rent the whole thing out. It's not illegal, okay? Because your intention when you originally bought was to live in it. But by the time you close, if your intention change, just stay where you're at, okay? And then just keep all 3-unit or 4-unit, right? Rent it and just make cash flow on it. So now I'm gonna give you a real live example of a student that I mentor in Boston. Her name is Jenny Quang, okay? I wanna give you this real example because you guys can relate to this story because she is a first-time investor, first-time buyer, and she did exactly what I just told you. Use her first-time opportunity to buy something with low down payment. So I'm gonna basically tell you the whole entire story, right? How she got the property, what she bought, and the number, everything, okay? So here we go. She lived in Boston. Everybody say, oh my God, Boston's so expensive, so expensive. And it's true, okay? If you're in the heart of Boston, it's expensive, okay? She didn't buy in the heart of Boston. She actually bought something that is about 30 minutes away from Boston. And anyone in Boston, I don't remember the area, okay? But 30 minutes away from Boston, she found a 3-unit for $565,000, okay?
Whoa, was that it? Oh my gosh. That was it. Oh my gosh. I was getting right into it. Oh man. Video cut off. Huh. I guess so. Man. That made me feel some type of way. It should make me feel some type of way. I was really getting into it. Anyways, damn. See, that's what happens when people get into the information and it's not ready to go yet. Anyways, damn. All right, let's go. Let's go into some music. Let's go into some music, man. That made me feel some type of way. Anyways, we're gonna go into some music. Man, I was really getting into it. Let's go. All right, we'll be back after this one.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
You know, when I take 2 steps forward, I take 1 back.
Okay.
Take 2 steps forward, then I take 1 back. Look where we at. You know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Take 2 steps forward, then I take 1 back. Look where we at. You know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Taking it back, I'm taking it back. Sitting in the pocket. Looking at my situation where I make a profit. Look at my options. Stock, bonds, and some crypto. Just keep it simple and fuck the world like a nympho. When I'm talking, you know that money is the topic. I keep it popping for all you haters that be watching. I bet on sports for all you youngins that be jocking. I am a workhorse, I hustle and I eat regardless. I still be starving, hungry for the next play. I want it all and I want it in the best way. I take a step back, hit them with another J. Yeah, we ballin', getting buckets and we getting paid. Take 2 steps forward, then I take 1 back. Look where we at. You know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Take 2 steps forward, then I take 1 back. Look where we at. You know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. I ain't tryna brag and boast, I just wanna get the cream. You don't really want the smoke, I'm on my money routine. I be serving up the fiends whenever I'm on the scene. Playing in America's playground, I live a dream. Really what we talking about? Money it be going in, never it be going out. Think I'm wild now, should've seen me for my first child. Watch a game live, betting up a couple thousand. Rep that Vegas style. Gotta keep on grinding when you down, gotta play it out. Large amounts transfer to my bank account. Still we got 1 life to live, gotta make it count. Take 2 steps forward, then I take 1 back. Look where we at. You know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Take 2 steps forward, then I take 1 back. Look where we at. You know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag. Yeah, you know I gotta get the bag.
Off the rip, line it up, yeah, it's gon' hit. I love to hustle at night, I be on the strip. Stacking chips, VIP, that's where it is. Off the white, I might handle biz.
Understand I'm the man, I be making bands. Put it back up in my business, make that thing expand. Stick to the plan, enhance when I'm with the gang. Quick to drop them like it's hot, it's a cold gang. For real, me and my fam fight to pay the bill. Big tipper, stay balanced cause we love the bill. Come to Vegas, get on board, she a tip drill. Running lines all the time, can't sit still. Making deals, making plays while we on the field. Been a player in the game, yeah, I'm so trill. I've been eating with my bros, that's a family meal. Been running game on these hoes, but you can't tell. Off the scale, moving work, yeah, what's the word? How we stay so fly, cause we flipping birds. Dr. Ye with the product, and I need a nurse. She eye candy with a brain, guess she a nerd. Don't find the urge, stay wavy, gotta learn to surf. Give them a taste of the product just to spread the word. Life's a party, so you know we party all night. You know the style, off-white, off-white, off-white. We be rocking off-white. Got these skinny models and we drinking all night. Popping bottles, see the style, yeah, off-white. And we moving money all night. Been the plug, it's all love, still we turn it up. We could hit a ticket, but you know it ain't enough. In the club running shit, so you know it's us. Celebrating, sitting clean, got it out the mud. Lift up your cup, we could toast to the many blessings. Keep cash collecting, getting money every time I'm texting. And that's the message, this Vegas life be my profession. I be stretching while you motherfuckers out here flexing. I'm the boss, that mean I got work. Restaurant flow, I'ma show you how to serve. It ain't a loss, homie, all you gotta do is learn. Off-white, same color sweatshirt. Don't find the urge, stay wavy, gotta learn to surf. Give them a taste of the product just to spread the word. Life's a party, so you know we party all night. You know the style, off-white, off-white, off-white. We be rocking off-white. Got these skinny models and we drinking all night. Popping bottles, see the style, yeah, off-white. And we moving money all night.
I'm the
It's the first thing on my mind. And when I go to sleep at night, you know I love to hustle. And now I conquer all my fears. Little baby, wipe your tears. Appreciate the struggle.
Yeah, I hustle different, still about the business. I'ma take them to church, can I get a witness? Catch me digging in the crazy, I'm getting digits. All these records that I made and I ain't finished. I be telling them the plays, but they don't listen. Look at all my contacts, cause I got the vision. Started out with some cash and a premonition. Executing now, I got attention. Cinematic flows when I talk, it's a movie. Automatic dough, incoming, I keep it moving. She said I clean up nice when I get suited. I said she look real nice looking at the booty. Too deep in the game, so it's hard to change. All I know every day, living out my dream. I ain't playing for myself, playing for the rings. Championships on everything.
On my mind. And when I go to sleep at night, you know I love to hustle. And now I conquer all my fears. Little baby, wipe your tears. Appreciate the struggle.
They ain't understand till they see me in the flesh. Only greatness around me, nothing less. Bag 'em up, tag 'em up, dope, I invest. Y'all can't tell me nothing, look how I dress. Hustle legit, underworld on the side. Cash Valley music and you know we on the rise. Everything is happening cause I wrote it out. Pen is mightier, squad are getting rowdier. You ain't about a minute, homie, get up out of there. Cleaning money, same place, yo bitch get manicures. I'm adamant, always steady stacking chips. Got some peas on the strip, tryna bag a bitch. Role players put them in the game, get off the bench. Point guard of the team, racking up assists. On the field, you better go and use your intuition. Think quick, cause I hustle different.
First thing on my mind. And when I go to sleep at night, you know I love to hustle.
There it is.
Conquer all my fears. Little baby, wipe your tears. Appreciate the struggle.
I don't know what you're saying, bro. Oh, great. Just all up. Wonderful. There he is. There he is. This very popular guy right there.
20-year mortgage professional. GFL Capital Mortgage. We got a new camera angle here. We got a new host here. He doesn't have a beard anymore.
Oh,
looking
fresh. I figured it was summertime. You know what I mean?
Try to stay cool.
Yeah, I figured it was summertime, and then I was looking at my old videos. I was like, damn, I'm a pretty handsome guy. Let me go ahead and just show more of my facial features. You feel me? A lot of great things coming up on the show. I just found out I can stream multiple platforms, so I could do YouTube Live, I could do Facebook Live, and I could do Instagram Live as well.
We're expanding, huh? All across the platforms?
Yeah. Not this show, but the next show. We're probably, because I just found it out and I was just figuring it out. And yeah, we are definitely expanding. Expansion. You know, if you build it, they will come. And then next show, I'm gonna have two amazing guests coming into the studio, and we'll look at houses together, and we'll talk about mortgages and loans, and try to get a lot of these gig workers in Las Vegas, because Vegas is a very gig working economy here. I believe so. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of times, a lot of people with gigs finding
gotta get their digs. You know what I mean?
Get their digs.
Yeah.
In their gigs.
You got gigs going. You got to find your digs.
What are the digs?
They got to get a house, bro.
That's
their digs.
Digs are houses.
Right.
See, I knew that. I knew digs are houses. All right, so gigs, got to get digs. You dig. You feel me? Yeah. You dig. So today we have a lot of things going on. Like I said, I have a market report. Let's hear
the market report.
You want to hear my market report?
Yep, let's hear it. I like it.
Okay. I got it. Ready to go. Written down in my trusty
little notes there.
Little notes here that I wrote it down just cause. So a lot of things that I'm realizing and seeing. Or where's my market report? Gosh darn it. Where is it? Hold on.
What are you seeing there in the market, bud?
Oh, okay. So, this is your April 2024 housing market report in the Las Vegas Valley. Units sold this year. 2,353 units sold.
Whoa.
That's an 18% increase
From last year?
from last year. A lot of houses being sold. More this year.
2,300 homes.
Yeah. 2,500 plus. I estimate things. I'm not precise. I'm not a mortgage guy. I just estimate stuff.
Yeah.
2,500 plus units are pending right now. That's a 13% increase than last year. So units sold, units pending are all increased from last year. A good.
So
13.
regardless of where rates are at, we're picking up steam.
Yes.
People are getting comfortable
Yeah.
with the higher rate.
This is where the kicker is at, though. Right here.
Kicker.
39. A little under 4,000 units available. Right now. That's
a kicker.
That's 29% below that's almost 30% below than last year. So
we got more buyers and less houses on the market. Inventory is taking a dumper.
Not a lot of inventory there. So with that being said, anybody looking to sell a home, I can help you make this money. All right, and the average, and for people that are thinking about selling their homes, you okay there, man? You all right? Need some water?
Yeah.
Coffee? Water?
Yeah, coffee probably.
Yeah, if you get coffee, I would like one too. If on our next break.
Yep.
But this is for the people that are thinking about selling, right? The average sales price is $596K. Almost $600K is the average sales price right now. That is a 13% increase from last year.
So what does that say to people that bought last year?
Equity. Profit. You guys, if you bought last year, you gained approximately 13%, right? Approximately. So more houses being sold this year. More houses are in the process of being sold. Higher prices being sold this year.
Less houses on the market.
And less houses on the market.
Which equals equity.
Equity. I'm going to make a song called Equity. Where's my equity? Oh, where's my sound? See, I need to get this right. Yeah. And that is your Las Vegas Valley housing update. So to sum that up, more houses being sold, higher price, but less inventory.
It's rough, man. They need help.
Vegas Life Radio.
How can we help them?
We can help them by getting started. You gotta get started before you can close.
You gotta get started. Do you have a mortgage update?
I do. Mortgage rates are down.
Yes.
Finally.
Down. How much down? Oh my God.
We have a pretty good reduction. I think that from our last show, which was last Thursday. Right?
Correct.
We're probably seeing maybe 1/4 to 0.5% reduction.
What does that translate to in layman's terms?
In layman's terms, if you qualified for 400,000, you might qualify for 450,000. Just rough estimates.
Right, that's good news. I'm gonna go contact my clients that were qualifying at the 400,000.
Like we talked about it on Thursday that the Fed came out and they held rates steady. What we didn't talk about was on Friday, because we didn't have a show on Friday.
Right.
Is that we had employment come back way below estimates.
So now
that's anti-inflationary. So now the hope is back in the investor's mind that the Fed will be cutting interest rates.
You know, one thing that's amazing to me right now is that, like, it wasn't that long ago, and things changed rapidly in a very short period of time.
Right.
So it's very important.
Last week they could have tuned in on Tuesday and we were talking about, oh man, rates are up.
Yeah.
Because they were.
So
a week later we're talking about everybody's mind has changed.
Yeah. So like on last Tuesday, if you're looking to buy a house, let's say you could only get approved for $400,000, right? This Tuesday, you could possibly get approved for $450,000.
Right.
And that makes a huge difference.
Right. And the main thing is that someone who talked to us last week and got fully approved. Right.
Yeah.
And they went out shopping. and maybe they didn't find anything last weekend.
Yeah.
But then we called them, on Friday and told them, hey, you qualify for more. Because they were already done. They were already done with the process of getting pre-qualified. So that's why it makes sense to get it done no matter what the market rate is right now. Call us. 702-832-5704 is my direct line.
Yeah.
So that people can call me and I can get them ready. And then we can monitor markets.
Yeah.
Don't monitor the market and then decide, okay, hey, rates came down. Now I'm going to apply.
Yeah.
Because what happens when that happens?
You lose out.
Less houses on the market, right? You lose out on opportunity.
Opportunity.
So if you're already pre-qualified and the rates come down, you don't have to do anything. You just go, cool, I now qualify for more. Give me an updated pre-approval letter.
Yeah. Do you think it would be a wise idea or a good idea to call one of our clients and just give them some good news? Like, hey, just let you know, like, hey, rates went down.
Right.
You're actually approved for more. I just wanted to give you an update. What's going on,
Yeah, we could look at, let me take a look-see here at a client.
Okay.
Not going to name names, but I'll...
Yeah, it's real life right here, man. It's Vegas live radio. So we do this live on the spot. Real deal, Holyfield in real time. You know what it is. 702-505-3297. I got to make sure my Bluetooth is on for anybody that wants to call. But I'm excited for things that are about
on the
happen.
horizon, man.
Yeah, on the horizon. It's about to heat up in Las Vegas, literally, metaphorically.
It's gonna heat up real bad.
So it's definitely going down, man. Yeah.
Get on here. I'm gonna check out this client that we have.
Okay.
See how much his pre-approval is better. Betterment.
The betterment of pre-approvalment is amazingment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doablement.
Yeah. Oh, look, the faces he's making.
Yeah, I don't know about this. What's going on here?
Or maybe it's not as good news as possible.
No, it's good news. It's great news.
Great news.
Maybe it's better news than I thought. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Vegas Live Podcast, where we talk about the Vegas lifestyle. Also, real estate, mortgages, and how to get you on the path to attaining or being an owner. A lot of times this society, this culture promotes consumerism. Buy, get the new stuff, get the new things. But how come we are not promoting ownership? Let's own your home. Let's own rental properties. Let's be an owner. Own your business. Own your LLC. Own. That's what I would like to push forward. That's a great thing to be an owner. To be like, I own things. You buy a Nike shoe. Yeah, you own that shoe, right? But what is a different conversation if you say I own Nike? If you own that stock, like I own Nike now. It's a different conversation. It's just a different conversation,
I get you.
Just my 2 cents.
Let me see what we got here, man.
Yeah. Can I own stocks in like banks too? Like,
all day,
right? Or like
that's used to be a better stock than it is now.
Yeah. So I could own stocks on the people that are like giving these mortgages out.
Yeah, you can own stocks in mortgage companies.
Is GFL Capital?
We're not publicly traded, no.
Can I buy some stock? Because I believe in what you guys do here.
Well, the thing is that if you got a mortgage company that is publicly traded, right, then their benefit is not for the client, it's for the investor.
Yeah.
Which means they're going to want to make the maximum amount of money.
I know.
And they're going to want to continue to make their investors rich.
Yeah.
At the cost of their customer.
I feel that.
So if you keep the company small and you keep it private, you can pass that savings on to the customer.
All right. Can I invest in the private?
No.
Private equity.
There's no private equity here.
See, you guys are holding out.
Well, we want to make sure the next client gets a good rate. We don't want them to have to, tell you that your shares are going up because we're charging people more money.
I see. So private equity.
Yeah. All right. So talking about this particular client,
private equity.
We had a pre-approval of about $435,000.
Okay. 435. So he was approved for 435,000. He could go out there and just look for something in the 435 and under range.
Right.
Okay.
And his rate in this particular scenario, his rate was 6.75.
6.75.
Right.
Wow.
It's an FHA loan.
Okay. Wait, currently? Or that was last week? Was it 6.75?
Actually, last week it was 7%. And this week it's 6.625. So that's the difference.
So now what is he approved for now?
Well, let's see.
This is good stuff.
Let's see.
And this is over a week's time.
Let's see. That 7%, we had a payment of $3,033.
Okay.
And at 6.625, we have a payment of $29.28.
So
$105 in monthly payment that it came down.
Okay.
Right. Now we got to see what would cause the 6.625 to cost $3,033.
Okay. Let's see it.
So we're going to raise this loan amount.
Raise it. Oh, what is going on here? It's on the fritz. Boom. Oh, nope. What's that? Oh, nope. That's that. Nope. Boom. Maintain streaming. Dum. Yeah. There he is. There he is.
This is pretty intense music while I calculate this mortgage.
Yeah, calculate the
All right, so we have, let's see. Here we go, 6.625.
All right, let's smooth it out for you.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
So instead of 435,
okay,
this client now qualifies for 450.
Oh.
In that difference.
450.
Sometimes it's a little different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Depends on the scenario, but in this scenario it's $15,000-$20,000.
Yeah.
Additional.
Okay.
In purchase power.
Yeah.
So last weekend he would have been looking at 435 houses as a max.
Yeah.
Now it's 450.
Oh.
So.
And that was just a quarter of a point down. Quarter?
Well, 7 to 6.625. 3 eighths.
3/8?
0.375.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Right.
Do you anticipate it to go down even more next week? By next week?
Yeah, it could. Very well could. So as people are pre-approved, we can monitor this with a couple clicks.
That's the most important thing.
Versus saying, oh, hey, I don't like the rate right now, so I'm not going to apply. And then they're like, oh, well, what's the rate now? What can I qualify for now? Well, you still have to do all of this other stuff.
Yeah.
Send me your docs. Send me your application.
Yeah.
Let me work it all the way up. I mean, that's 24 to 48 hour turn time for that. 24 hours if they're quick at getting the docs over. But
okay.
So
in the case of this client, it's still difficult because it's still contingent on a sale, right? Like,
yeah, if this is the same client we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's not going to change.
Okay.
But he qualifies for more purchasing power.
Right.
Rates aren't going to change situational issues with the transaction. Okay, and the same thing goes for if this just has to do with debt ratio. What its income will qualify him for a mortgage payment. So if the rates come down and more money costs less, per month, then you qualify for a larger mortgage. But at the same time, if you buy a larger house, your down payment's also going to be bigger. So you have to also have the additional money down,
right,
for that larger house.
Right.
So
if a person were to say, instead of having the sale be contingent, to actually close the sale on their house that they're selling, live in a place for X amount of time,
Right.
and then buying into a house, would that help their
Yeah, it helps their offers.
the offers? But does it help their rates or
No.
That doesn't.
That doesn't change
So
anything.
that doesn't change. It just
Because rates are going to move until you're in escrow.
okay.
So
Okay.
in a situation where you know the rates are going to go up,
Mm-hmm.
right? Waiting to buy might be a negative thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like let's say you have a house that you're waiting to sell,
Mm-hmm.
and you know rates are going to go up,
Yeah.
reducing the amount you qualify for.
Uh-huh.
Then waiting to offer on property because you're afraid that you have a contingent offer
Uh-huh.
is a bad move,
Okay.
because you might get an accepted offer contingent.
Yeah.
There's still a possibility.
Yeah.
But when you have a situation like we talked about on our last show, where
Uh-huh.
you have a seller that has an offer at list
Mm-hmm.
and then an offer at list with contingent on the sale of their home,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to pick the one without the contingency.
Right. Right.
So
So, typically, how fast can they be, or how long do they have to live in like a rental spot before they get into another thing? Like, if it happened like as fast as possible, is it like
they don't have to stay in a rental too long, like a month
a month?
or two.
It could happen like in a month.
Yeah, perfect case scenario is you sell your house,
Mm-hmm.
you have somewhere to stay, or even if you're doing a rent back on the house you sold.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you sell a house and then you put in the contract with the listing agent that you want to rent it back from the owners.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they don't need to move in right away, or maybe they buy it as an investment or whatever, the purchasers of your home.
Mm-hmm.
You can rent it back from
Okay.
the new owner
Right.
for a month or two. That's perfect case scenario. That way you don't have to move twice.
Right. Right.
Second scenario is you can put your stuff in storage for a month
Uh-huh.
and then move into your new house when you get it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's another.
Either way, you don't have to show that contingency on your purchase contract.
Right. Right. So another scenario would be, moves out and puts into storage, but then where they be staying?
Well, like with family and stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot of people when they're selling a home and they need the funds to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times it's like California to Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have family out here already,
Oh,
so
okay.
they temporarily stay with family.
Oh, okay.
I've had people move out from California and stay in a hotel,
Oh,
put all
okay.
their stuff in storage, and stay in a hotel for a month.
Right.
Like like a what do you call it? Like weekly,
Weekly and
a
stuff
weekly,
like that.
yeah, weekly in or something like that.
Okay.
Obviously, that's if the buyer wants to feel uncomfortable and go that route.
Right.
Sometimes it's not an option.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that people should not try and buy contingent if that's their only option. But at some point, you're going to run out of time.
Yeah.
So have a contingency plan with where you're going to stay if you don't get a house
Mm-hmm.
in time.
Okay. 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 That's good information.
So our client, the one that we're talking about, so you got a place to stay?
So when
I usually ask the clients that have a contingent offer, do
Yeah.
you have a place to stay in case?
Yeah, so he had hit me yesterday, I believe, that he's looking for a place to rent in the meantime, just
Okay.
to help his options out. But he's there's still a lot of options that he's trying to figure out and stuff.
Yeah, the problem with that sometimes is that people will go out and they'll rent, and they'll have to sign a lease,
Right,
and then they can't buy for 6 months or 12 months.
right, yeah,
In a rising rate environment, that would be a negative, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Because you might have a higher rate in a year.
Mm-hmm.
In this environment right now, I would think that probably rates in a year are going to be lower,
Mm-hmm.
so it might not hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For a realtor like yourself that wants to get a transaction done,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily beneficial for you, but the client has to be able to get an accepted offer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like I said, I would never tell somebody not to search and not to try and offer on property with a contingency, because
Mm-hmm.
it just depends on the house you're offering on. Does
Right.
that house have offers on it already? Does it have? If it doesn't, then maybe a contingent offer is the only one they're going to get,
Uh-huh.
and then they might accept it.
Right.
So it's not impossible. It's just an extra speed bump.
Right. Definitely with my client, it's more so I just want to do a good job in getting him what he needs to do to make it smooth. And then just the last go round, he just didn't see anything that he liked. Like it just wasn't the,
Right.
you know, the inventory is not there.
As you mentioned, with your update.
Yeah, so it's more so that, but just I just want to be, you know, knowing this knowledge and knowing the options, so I could just better serve
Your clients.
the clients at the end of the day, because yeah, I'm not in a rush to just close deals. I just want to do a good job, you know.
Right.
I just want to make sure people are in a greater situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes that means that, you know, it's like, for instance, with mortgage, you know, we are very competitive, but we're not going to win every deal.
Right.
And I don't ever have a problem with going toe to toe with another mortgage company. And if they have some type of pricing incentive that they're doing for a month or something where they're beating us, you know, I'll tell the client straight up, you know, to go with that deal. It's better.
Right.
It's better than what I could do for you. And sometimes we got to do that to be right by our clients, you know?
Right. Absolutely. And that's like really the most important thing, like just to be able to serve your client and making sure that, you know, it's right for them, because we're talking about, you know, people's livelihoods, you know.
Right. Thousands and thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. So
it's a big decision.
Yeah, it's
But that's and with that said, that's all the more importance for them to be prepared.
Yeah.
And have good help. You know, good realtor, a good loan officer, a good team with a realtor and loan officer that have good open communication and dissect the scenario.
Yeah.
Right. So every client that I get, it's not just about, okay, here's what you qualify or here's what you don't qualify for, or you qualify or you don't, right? It's about what are your goals, what's your long-term goals with the house,
right?
You know, are you doing this for long-term for family situation? Is it an investment property? Like for instance, this client, you know, do you have a place to stay in case we can't get a home? You got to cover all the bases so that there's no surprises. And I think that is what makes
pre-approved.
We can.
Sorry.
I think that's what helps people, you know, have faith in their lender and their realtor.
Yeah.
Is it that you're looking at not just how do we get it into contract, how do we get you a house right now? Obviously, that's the main goal. But if that doesn't happen, what's our contingency plan?
Right. No, most definitely. And then as a realtor, it just helps me realize what more I have to do as far as finding more leads, finding more clients, because
more people out there looking, right?
Yeah, because that situation is there and there's no rush on it. I mean, you know, it's not what was it called? Important to rush, like to get it done. It's where it's at. Maybe at the point that when we were trying to get a deal, it was important to rush at that time, to try to make a deal happen. But now that wave has gone, so now it's being patient.
Well, you're going to have a book of business. So in this type of industry, you're going to have a book of business. I have many clients right now that I have that are waiting on something. They're waiting on their income to come through. They're waiting on their tax returns in some cases. They're waiting on once we've done the analysis on their scenario, sometimes there's credit stuff they got to fix.
Yeah.
There's you know, some maybe someone, I mean, I have situations where people are going to get married soon. Sometimes it makes more sense for them to get married first if they're going to buy it together. Right. So there's different reasons why you're going to wait.
Right.
But the main thing is to kind of line those reasons up. If I have a client that calls in and they're ready to go, I'll tell them, hey, there's nothing you need to wait on. You have the money, you have the credit. You know, it doesn't seem like your scenario needs to wait. If anything, that, you know, you should have called me a month ago.
Right.
But you're not going to know that till we do the full analysis on your scenario.
Yeah.
Which is not just your credit, income, and assets, but also your goals.
Okay. So then, for the plan of action for me as a realtor is just to get more people in that position.
Yeah, it's a numbers game. You want to get more buyers to get pre-qualified so that you know their scenario. and then you build your book based off like, okay, well, this client's not going to be ready for 6 months. This one's not going to be ready for 3 months. This one's not going to be ready for 2 years. And just make sure that you keep those clients, updated on what changes in the market and stuff like that. So like same thing with interest rates. I might have a client that just doesn't qualify for anything right now. We might be waiting for more income, but if rates come down, he might qualify.
Okay. So
right.
It's always kind of.
So that's something that I keep an eye on.
Okay. And then, from your perspective, the realtors that do well in this business, are they primarily working with buyers, or are they primarily working with sellers?
You mean do well? Like successful realtors can do both.
Okay.
Successful real estate agents, I mean, the most successful ones are the ones that start teams of real estate agents.
Okay.
Right. They have a team of buyers. They have a team of sellers. And they all go, they have they share a way of doing business.
Okay, so explain that to me. So you're saying that the most successful realtors are realtors that have a team of other realtors.
Right.
And the team has realtors that specialize in buyers, specialize in sellers.
Right.
Okay.
So you can be a really, really successful realtor and do nothing but buyer transactions.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
You can be a realtor that does nothing but listings.
Okay.
But I think the better realtor is the one that knows both sides of the transaction.
Right.
Okay. They've been in the business a long time. They know about how to do, they have ways they've done great with buyers, ways they've done great with sellers. But the main thing is to have also a lender in there with you.
Yeah.
Where the realtor knows how the financing works. They're up to date with all the different changes that are out there as far as people that need a mortgage. But yeah, I think the best realtor is the one that can do everything.
Okay. And then as far as like the realtor that could do everything, does it make sense for like a newer realtor to automatically think about creating a team?
You saw, like a brand new realtor, the best thing they can do is lean on their team.
Okay.
The one that they've been brought up in, whoever brought them into the business.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Look to the most successful person on your team.
Okay.
Whether that's your broker or another realtor that works for your broker, whatever the case.
Yeah.
Lean on them. How are you successful?
Okay.
Right. How have you gotten your business? How do you conduct your business? Do you network? Do you just basically picking the brain of who's successful around you is the best way to figure out how to get those traits yourself.
Yeah.
And
how important do you feel branding is as well as a realtor? Let's say, because you had mentioned that you have realtors that specialize in buyers and buyer sellers. How important is to creating your brand within a team? Because like you said, like say if I wanted to create a brand as a luxury agent or whatnot.
Right.
So would it be beneficial to create a team that the deals that come on the table that are maybe a condo that's not a luxury thing, like, hey, you're taking care of this now.
Right.
And
like splitting it up?
Yeah, splitting it up.
So yeah, branding has to do with who you're going to mesh with. Right. It all has to do with personality too. So you could have a buyer that doesn't mesh with a certain realtor, right? They're just not on the same wavelength as far as personality.
Yeah.
So having a team that is full of a whole bunch of different personalities is good, right? Because one realtor might mesh with one client and the other realtor might mesh with the other one.
Right. Absolutely.
So that's big. And now as far as the branding goes, once you brand yourself, then you're kind of branding yourself as that personality.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's your way of doing business.
Yeah.
So you're going to attract however your branding is and your marketing.
Yeah.
It's going to attract that particular kind of client.
Yeah.
So that's a way to do it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah, because I'm definitely branding myself as like a celebrity-ish.
which is cool.
Luxury celebrity.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
but no, and all you know, being real is that I'm definitely going for that market.
Right.
And it's just that the people around me are not in that field. They're in a different way after they do business.
Right.
They work with a lot of buyers. They do that type of business. However, like I want to go for
You want to go for like those houses on that hill back there?
absolutely 100%.
Then
Yeah.
you got to get with people that do that already.
Okay.
You got to get
Yeah.
you got to pick brains of people that have been in luxury real estate for years.
Okay. Yeah.
And say, how did you move from a regular realtor that does the masses,
Yeah.
which is like your 450 to 550, like the average price,
Yeah.
where you're doing like a lot of transactions, to going to doing big transactions,
Yeah.
and then moving into doing a lot of big transactions, right? It's a different way. It might take longer,
Yeah.
right? Because you have to mesh with those people.
No, absolutely.
If you're not on their level, and they see that, they may not want to do business with you.
I totally agree
Right.
with that 100%.
If you pull up to a listing appointment in a Honda Accord, right? And I'm not talking crap about anybody who drives a Honda Accord, but I'm just saying, and the people that you're going to list the house, they have a Bentley's in the driveway.
Yeah.
And they're all have $1,000 clothes on, thousands and thousands of dollars. They're wearing expensive clothing, and they're dressed to the nines and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you come up and you're just in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You come up in a Honda Accord, they may not want to do business with you.
Yeah. No, I
Because they're like, okay, how are you gonna relate to a buyer that's gonna come buy my house? It's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not the same type of person.
No, I totally agree. And then even with that, it's like
And that may be something you have to work up to.
yeah. No, absolutely.
Right? Because a lot of times, unfortunately, in this business, it's image.
Absolutely. I mean, I come from the music business, so
Right.
so I parallel a lot of things that I've learned in the entertainment business and in broadcasting, the music business, with real estate, and that's why I jumped into the business so quickly, because I said it's like the same thing. It's like literally the same thing. You'd want to get yourself next to the buyers,
Right.
and know how they move and talk about what they talk about, So just recently I got me a membership at Lifetime Fitness, right? And I just been in there for the last 2 weeks. I bring my family there, and I just noticed having that membership at Lifetime Fitness, we're paying $500 a month, for my whole family, you know what I mean, to work out.
Right.
But while I'm in there, I noticed the people in there talk different. They talk different, they look different, they move different.
Right.
It's just a different conversation. Like opposed to when I go to an EOS or whatnot.
Right.
And just I like investing in myself to be in those situations, because this is the lane that I want to go to. I think is important, and I know, and you had said that it's gonna take time. It's gonna work up to that. Do you feel that the working up to it is doing the smaller deals first, or is it the same thing? It's just being able to talk to or match personalities
Right.
with the type of people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So is
Well, you might have a buyer that maybe they have the $10 million home, right? And maybe their family had money, and they don't know anything else, right?
right, yeah,
And so you might look like not having family with money and having to work for your money might be alien to them. But on the other end of it, you may run into somebody who made their money and worked hard to do it themselves.
yeah,
Right? They're the first person in their family to be successful.
right,
Then that person might appreciate where you're at
absolutely,
and where you're starting.
absolutely,
And they might go, you know what, I'm going to give you a shot.
yeah. And you know what? And
Versus someone who's
yeah.
like, nah, I just don't get you. Like,
Yeah.
like I've never known
yeah,
struggle. So
Right.
like, I'm not going to let you do it because I need to find someone who else someone else that grew up in, that was rich when they grew up too.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to mesh with them because I don't understand you.
Yeah.
So it depends.
That is a great point and great perspective because when I go to this club and everyone in there has money or is willing to.
But some of them may have made money themselves.
Exactly.
And started at the bottom and came all the way up.
Yeah.
And some of them might just have been born into it.
Yeah. And then those people that made money themselves, I feel I mesh with more, and they talk to me more and more receptible to me.
Yeah, because they hustled it.
And
they learned how to run a business. They had a goal.
Yeah.
And they worked toward it.
Yeah.
Versus someone who just gets handed.
Yeah.
Inheritance or something. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And they see a person like me that I'm younger and I'm at least investing and trying and putting myself in the position to be in here, so they'll give me that shot.
Sometimes it's just about getting your first shot.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you build a reputation, right? Let's say you have people that have luxury homes, right? And you get a couple shots in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Selling luxury homes because you had a couple people give you a chance.
Yeah.
Well, now you have a reputation.
Yeah.
So now this person that doesn't necessarily, they didn't work for their money, they were born into it, will take a chance on you because they've seen you that you've already done good for their neighbor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
So it's just about building.
Yeah.
And it's up to you whether you want to do some of the smaller deals first to get things going. That's an experience thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So sometimes it's better to, instead of just trying to jump all the way into luxury only, big $1 million deals, maybe getting your feet wet with some regular deals, right? So multiplying your experience,
right,
so that you know all the intricacies, because you don't want to go and get a listing or have a expensive buyer and then flop.
Right. But in essence, isn't it the same? Like it's just the fact of doing, like I don't see. It's just the fact of doing a transaction to me, right? Like just the experience of doing a transaction, whether it be a smaller transaction or a bigger transaction, right?
Yeah, I mean the transactions are the same,
right? So
when it comes down to the basics, but yeah, at the same time they're not, because for instance, when you're talking about a $10 million home, you're usually going to be talking about somebody who has cash.
Yeah.
Right. And if they don't, then they're going to have some type of crazy investment mortgage, right? From like Morgan Stanley or something like that, right? And there might be different requirements with that.
But wouldn't it be ideal to fail in that field in arena if that's what you want to do? Because you're going to learn faster in that.
True, yeah, because you're going to bring up a good point. I mean, a lot of failing is learning.
Yeah, because even though you master the smaller deals, you're mastering the smaller deals and stuff like that. Then you go to this other. It's the same transaction essentially, but it's not. It's not the same because now you're dealing with different parameters, different details of it
that don't mesh.
That don't mesh. You know
what you're saying?
Yeah, but it does make sense if you are doing this to survive. Like, hey, I need this check. I need this. Let me knock out these deals to get my cash flow going and need that.
Right.
And then let me.
Sometimes that's going to be necessary though.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
Because branding costs money.
Yeah.
Image costs money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So if you're not to a point where you can go into an expensive neighborhood and go to a listing appointment because you're just not on their level yet as far as image, first impression.
Right.
Then you're going to have to do the small deals.
Yeah.
To build that.
Yeah. But that's if you have to.
Or I mean, you could do something crazy. You could just go in there and be like, it's all about sometimes it's all about confidence.
Absolutely. And I'm a big proponent of that.
So hey, like, yeah, you might be like 10 times, 20 times, 100 times richer than I am, but I know my shit.
Exactly. And that's the biggest. Yeah.
If you want somebody to be on your side and not lie to you, about like do a good job.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter that you have more money than me. Like,
right.
You're not a real estate agent. I'm going to help you out.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly. And that's crazy. The confidence thing is a big thing, because throughout my whole life, just say like something like basketball, right? Like in basketball, I play a lot of pickup basketball. sometimes the technique or your skills, it doesn't compare to your confidence. Like if you have the confidence that I'm gonna shoot every shot and it's gonna go in, you'll tend to do good,
right?
You know. But when you just start not having
questioning yourself,
you're missing it, and you're getting frustrated, you don't play as good. And that's in any arena, even in broadcasting and music too. Like say as a rapper, as an artist, you have the best lyrics, right, or whatnot. But if you're not saying it with confidence, no one believes you. But
right.
And then you have artists that their lyrics are kind of trash, like
or they have like super duper confidence, and then they just sound really crappy.
And
like that song that we heard that last show. I don't remember who that was, but it was pretty bad.
But
confidence didn't sell me on that one.
Yeah, but it did because after that show, I was looking at the comments and stuff like that. It's all subjective, and with music, it's subjective, right?
Right.
So it didn't sell us, but it did sell like a lot of other people,
right?
Like the other, you know, saying my DJ that was here,
right?
Sold him. It sold a lot of people, and that's one thing about, you know, music. It's very subjective, you know. At the same time, but he may have had that confidence somehow, some way, in some form. Maybe it didn't resonate with us,
right?
And like you said, it sometimes the personalities don't match.
Exactly.
It just doesn't resonate. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes it does.
Yeah, you're not gonna when it comes to real estate, you're not gonna win every listing agent or listing or buyer. It's about just going out there and doing it.
Yeah.
Having the confidence to keep going.
Yeah. Would you say that applies to as well as in the mortgages as well?
Yeah, I mean it does. I don't mesh with every buyer. I'm very analytical when it comes to mortgage.
Yeah.
I like to talk about goals. I like to go through like all the intricacies of the loan and how to really help them.
Right.
Some people aren't receptive to that.
Right. Absolutely.
I've had people where, you know, they call up and they're like, yeah, okay, what's your rate? And I go, okay, well, what are you trying to do? And they're like, that doesn't matter. I want just tell me the rate.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to break them down and go, hey, okay, the rate's this. Okay, yeah, okay, all right, bye. You know, like, what did that actually do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
But that's just how that person is, right? They're going to work with somebody who's going to say, oh, yeah, the rate's this. And then find out later they're going to pay a whole bunch of money for it. But it sounded good up front, and that person kind of like more or less bait and switch themselves.
Right.
Because they talked to somebody who was willing to just tell them what they wanted to hear up front, and then found out later, oh, okay, here's the catch, right? Versus, I'm not the catch kind of mortgage guy,
right?
And our company isn't as a whole. We try not to do any of that. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how it works.
Yeah.
Educate you on how it works.
Yeah.
The rate's not the most important part. There's so many different things that go into a mortgage, right? What's the cost?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right? That's the other thing.
Right.
You know, you could have a super low interest rate and find out that it's $30,000 to buy that loan, versus a slightly higher rate that costs $5,000.
Right.
So if you're just about the lowest rate, then okay, cool. Pay $100,000 to get a loan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, some people don't like the analytical part.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be case by case.
Yeah, and that's one thing I noticed with working with you, because you are that analytical part, which is necessary, you know.
Right.
Opposed to me, I'm the opposite of that. I'm not super. I just want to have the general basis of what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Just cut to the chase, man.
Just make it happen.
Is he good?
Yeah, you know what I mean? But then you are more thorough to where it's like, wait, how are we going to make it happen?
Yeah.
Which is important, like extremely important.
Right.
To make
some clients don't want to hear about that either.
Yeah.
They just want to say, cut to the chase. Can I do it or not?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know? And so that's a struggle sometimes. Being real with somebody. I had a client, actually a client today, to give you kind of an example of that. I had a client that we got a live transfer. Client was going to do I think he needed like $30,000 cash out, right?
Okay.
Had a 6.75 FHA loan. Credit score was like, I don't know, high sixes, something like that. He could get the same 6.75 interest rate and get the $30,000 out that he wanted. And that's what I told him, with no points, right? You're not paying for the interest rate. It's basically 0 point loan, minimal closing costs. This is what you qualify. You still qualify for the same interest rate you got a year ago. It hasn't changed that much. And he's like, oh no, this other mortgage company said I can get a 5.99. He had a 6.75, right? This other mortgage said I could get a 5.99. Right. Well, I could have said, okay, well, have a good day. Come to find out, because I told them, I said, what are they charging you for that?
Right.
Oh, I don't know.
Right. Exactly.
Well, that's the whole point. Like,
yeah, exactly.
it's like to give an example, like it's like going to a car dealership and the dealer saying, well, you can have this Ferrari right here. And then they come to my car dealership and I go, well, based off your scenario, you're going to be better in this Honda Accord, right? Right. Because you based off what you're trying to do. Well, this other dealership said I could get a Ferrari. Okay, man, but there's a huge difference in the cost of that, and whether or not you're going to want to pay for that versus getting what you can get at a reasonable cost. Right. And so, for this particular case, I told him, okay, you know what? That's fine. That's awesome. That mortgage company gave you 5.99. You just told me you didn't know what it cost. That's the huge part of it. Mine costs this, right? And I can do that 5.99 if you want, and it would cost this. Yeah. But call me back when you figure out what they're charging you for. Right. When they get a loan estimate, what are they charging you in points? Right. Turned out he was getting charged $8,000 for that. Exactly. My closing costs were like $1,500 for a 6.75, and he was getting charged over here $8,000 for a 5.99. And then I told him, I can give you that 5.99. It's going to cost you $5,500. Right. So there's $2,500 right there. Yeah.
And I noticed that too when earlier you had said, I can go toe to toe with any mortgage company. Like,
I'm willing to do that.
And I just, you had said that. Right. But now you unpacked it right there. Yeah. Of where that confidence came from. It wasn't just like a fluff. Like
it's not. It's if you have a loan estimate and you're working with somebody, I will be that secondary call. I'd rather be the second call. Yeah. I'd rather figure out what did they tell you. Yeah. And did they go through this document with you? You'd be surprised. 99% of the lenders out there don't even go over the loan estimate with their client. They just send them, and they say, "Okay, you need to e-sign your disclosures," and the buyer just goes in and e-signs them. And I trust whatever he's told me. Right. That I'm going to get a 5.99. That sounds great. Yeah. Everybody else I called said something else. And then they e-sign that document, and all of a sudden they're paying $8,000. They haven't even looked at it. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And so with me, when I send out a disclosure pack, I go over the loan estimate. Yeah. I just had a client get into escrow, and we sent out electronic disclosures yesterday. And I called her up. She was at the park with the kids and stuff, and I was like, hey, your disclosures are out. You're going to need to e-sign them so I can submit your loan. She's like, oh, okay, I'll just do it later when I get home. I was like, no, I want you to call me when you get your disclosure so I can walk you through it. Oh, okay. Yeah. And she was like, okay. And I was like, don't do it without calling me. Right. So this is like the extra step that we do to make sure they understand what they're doing. Yeah. And what I do is I have them look through the disclosures briefly, e-sign it. I tell them they can review it later. It's just a disclosure pack. It doesn't mean they're signing the loan document. And then I take out the loan estimate out of the 50-page disclosure, the 3-page loan estimate, which is the most important part. Yeah. It's the money, right? How much is it costing you? What's the loan amount? What's the payment? So I'll send that to them separately. Yeah. And then go over line by line. Yeah. Here's the loan amount. This is what we're estimating your house is worth. This is the interest rate. Right. Here's your payment. Here's your tax and insurance. This is how this is all calculated. Right. Here's section A, which is the most important. How we talked about your interest rate. It's section A, the lender fee. What are they charging you for that rate? To make them understand. Yeah. And they go, oh, well, can't the rate be lower? Well, of course it can, with more costs in section A. Yeah. Right. Does it make sense to pay $10,000 for, a payment that's going to be $100 less? Well, if you don't think you're going to refinance and how many every years that takes to break even, maybe it does make sense to you. Right. If you think you're going to refinance in a year, then why would you buy down the interest rate? Yeah. Just pay a slightly higher payment for a little while. So those are the kind of things that kind of we break down for clients.
Yeah. That's super dope. Like, That would go the same as far as a realtor going over the contract as well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
To say, here's how we've written it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because of here's your situation. This is how we're writing the offer to think that we can get our best chance.
Yeah.
Right. Based off of this particular client, right, that I just talked about, she's putting 25% down.
Mm-hmm.
So with this client, she doesn't have to get an appraisal. We could get an appraisal waiver on the loan.
Uh-huh.
So with this seller, they wanted max money for their house. They've done a whole bunch of work on it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The buyer loves the house. Buyer's willing to buy the house with 25% down, waive the appraisal, right? So now the seller doesn't have to worry about it appraising at all.
Oh, okay.
So that's a benefit to the seller.
Okay.
Right? And then to benefit the buyer, they get first right of refusal, right? So in this case, they put the offer in before it even went on the market.
Wow. Okay.
So the agent said, hey, this is a good offer. We don't have to worry about an appraisal. We don't have to worry about anything. This client's doing 25% down. It's conventional loan. She's fully qualified. The listing agents talk to me about, yeah, she's qualified. She's got the money. Everything's good. Well, we got an escrow, right?
Yeah.
Versus someone who's going to go and say, well, I need an appraisal. I need a 30-day escrow. It's all situational.
Right.
But yeah, it's important for the real estate agent to go over that with their client, that, you know, we could go in with less and ask for $10,000 less on the price. Right. But based off this, and we did this with my realtor partner.
Yeah.
Based off this seller and what the listing agent said is she was getting new carpets put in. She was doing paint. She was doing, like, basically making the house absolutely perfect before she sold it.
Right.
That person's not going to give you any break on the purchase price.
Right.
It doesn't make sense to chance it and ask them for.
Yeah.
I mean, they obviously have a super duper pride in their home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Someone who is out of state selling an investment property, where they're not doing anything to it, it's an as-is sale and it's, you know, kind of dated or whatever. That's the one that you can maybe play around with the purchase price. So there's where it becomes important to kind of let your buyer know, you know, if you were buying a turnkey house versus if you were buying a fixer. A fixer, you can get creative with the pricing and ask the seller for concessions and this kind of stuff, but it's a give and take.
Yeah.
So yeah, super important that the agent go over with the buyer.
Yeah.
You know, this is why we're writing it this way.
Right. Exactly. And that's what your realtor partner did for this.
Right.
For this deal.
Right. And then a huge part, intricate part of that is the loan part. So in this case, we have an appraisal waiver, right? So that is a bargaining chip because it's good for the seller. It's good for the seller. We're not going to have it appraised. There's not going to be an appraisal contingency on this deal, right? Well, if he wasn't working with me, that realtor, and open communication with me, he wouldn't have known about that bargaining chip.
Right, exactly.
He would have just put like a blanket, oh, I always put 15 days for appraisal on my...
Right, so...
And then the seller could have been like, well, we got to worry about an appraisal with this one. We got someone else that has an appraisal waiver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it becomes different.
So you were saying it's definitely advantageous for a realtor to really have a good partnership with a mortgage lender,
right?
Opposed to like some, you know, how it's like some buyers have, I have my own mortgage, I have my own guy, thing.
Right.
But now you're having those little loopholes where.
Yeah, you might have an agent that knows nothing about a loan or how it works.
Yeah.
They always let their buyer just go get pre-approved and come back to me.
Exactly, right.
Right, which is cool. You can do it that way. But if you don't have any relationship with even if the buyer's agent says, let me talk to your lender to make sure we're good, they're not going to know to say, hey, do we get an appraisal waiver?
Right, exactly.
You know, are we doing, you know, how long do you need as far as contingency for the loan?
Yeah.
Can we get it done in 10 days? Some lenders are going to take longer just because they're slow.
Exactly.
Right? And so some lenders might say we need an absolute 30-day close. There's no way we're going to close it earlier than that. And then you go up the street, work with somebody like us that's wholesale, and we can do it in 15 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's going to be a bargaining chip on that offer.
Right, absolutely.
So if the buyer's lender is a bank that's just cookie cutter 30-day close, you know, then they're not going to get any benefit on their offer.
Right.
To make it more attractive to the seller.
Wow.
So
no, that's extremely important.
Right.
Before we get out here, I wanna talk about probably increasing our lead flow. Like, what do you think? Some things that we can do to get more conversations, to get
Well, we're trying it with this show.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Right.
But just in not in addition, but like just other features or other certain things. Because like we have the feature, we'll get you pre-qualified. Maybe something like,
Oh, you mean on the show?
Yeah, or just maybe like, hey, we can fix your credit, or do you need your credit to? Because I know that's one thing that people, are worried about their credit.
Right.
Maybe more content on. We can help your credit or something.
I think we did a show about that, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So with us, I'm not a credit repair person.
Right.
However, we have tools
Mm-hmm.
that credit repair people use.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like the soft pull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can pull a soft credit report. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
hit your credit. Doesn't even look like we pulled your credit, but it gives us your total credit, liabilities, all your full profile.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can do that what if simulator.
Yeah.
Where we can put in, what if I paid my credit card down by half?
Mm-hmm.
What if I paid this car loan off? What if I paid these collections off and got deletion letters? Right. What is that going to do to my score? That's something I can help people with.
Yeah.
Now, because it costs money, it would be a situation where we're doing it to see if you can get pre-approved for a mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way we can do it. Again, because I'm not a credit repair person.
Right. Absolutely.
But so it would be like, hey, I want to get pre-approved for a mortgage. And just from people asking,